Hello from Fairshare IT Services. If you are a business owner, give me just 10 to 15 minutes and I assure you that you will learn a lot and you will find certain things which you always thought that they are difficult. You'll find that they are very simple. This is for business owners who want to develop a website, and in this particular video, if they want to develop their online shop, they want to set up their online shop. So as a business owner, as I told in the previous videos as well, that you need to learn and involve yourself in the online strategy and execution. So you cannot say that you don't understand technology. Frankly, as I will explain you, there is no mystery in that. What you think is technology is actually a technology that is supposed to be easy and friendly for the users. The real technology is different. I understand if you cannot understand those things, but there are certain basic things that you need to understand and you can very easily understand because you already are a successful business owner, right? So let's assume for now that you have a physical shop at a prime location in Pune, India, and now you want to build online shop as well. Now what do? You connect your to your IT team and you tell them that please select e-commerce platform for me. You take care of the whole IT. I'm not technical. I don't understand anything. I have a shop here. You do whatever you want to do, and give me the shop, online shop. That's what I care about. I don't care about anything else. Tell me the cost and make sure that it is within the budget, right? But if you tell something like this to your IT department or another IT vendor, this is a big mistake. Please hear me with open mind. At the end of this video, you will get an idea about why this is a big mistake, and you will also understand that this is not too difficult for seemingly non-technical person to understand. It has got a lot of similarities with the real world. Okay, so just assume for now that you have got a physical shop, and I'll walk you through the basics of this digital shop or online shop or e-commerce. Okay, now let's say when you set up your physical shop, who selected the location of your physical shop? Should it be on the Lakshmi Road? Should it be on the Karve Road? And exactly where on the Karve Road? Or should that shop be an independent shop? Or should it be part of some mall? And if some mall, then what is the location of the mall? Which floor? Which mall? And what should be the area? Many things, right? So if somebody who is not your partner or investor, did you allow him to decide and get the answer to these questions and decide for yourself, and you just pay and then set up the shop for yourself? Did you do that? I think most likely no, right? So similarly, in case of an online shop, you have to take a decision that whether you want to have an independent shop, in this case let's call it as a website or an e-commerce shop, or do you want to make it a part of online malls like Amazon and Flipkart? And if Amazon, then why Amazon? If Flipkart, then why Flipkart? So it is exactly like a decision that you would make in case of a physical shop, right? So this is the first question. Now like if you decide that your shop is going to be part of Amazon or Flipkart, then you don't need to worry too much about lots of things like for example security and lots of stuff is taken care for you by Amazon. You don't need to worry about it. It's part, your shop is just one part of the mall. Cleanup and everything is taken care by that mall, right? Even the customers are brought into that shop by the mall. You don't need to worry about it. And also the kind of IT companies that you will approach to be part of that mall will be different than if you want to set up your own shop, just like in the real physical shop, right? Now for this conversation, we are assuming that you're not part of the mall and you want to set up your own mall, right? Not mall, or your own shop, right? Now there are two ways you can do it. You can hire an IT company and then use a package called as WooCommERCE to set up your own shop, or you can set up your own shop using a vendor like Shopify. Now these are two different types of shop again, right? In independent shop itself, you do all the hard work and set up set up like a WooCommerce using WooCommerce, like in the physical world, for example, in the physical world, what you will do is that you will, hire an architect, you will, find the shop somewhere, you will set it up, you will monitor everything, right? But instead of doing that, if you give it to an agency which takes care of the whole shop setup, so that you don't have to worry. So that is the second, like Shopify, for example. So WooCommerce is like you do everything on your own. Shopify is something that that is something like that done by the third party. Now another example I will give you, like in this whole thing, between physical shop and the digital shop. Now let's say if you want to set up the independent shop, then of course the kind of questions that you ask is like, how big should your shop be? Again, that is depending on that how many products you want to have, then how many customers are you expecting in the shop, then of course you'll be needing or deciding the number of staff members that you need to handle all those customers at various point of time. So this capacity, right? If I have to use a single word, like what is the capacity of your shop in terms of showing different products, number of products, and handling the number of customers? You need to decide that, right? Only based on that you are going to decide your size of your shop, and again it will again depend on your budget, right? So all these decisions, who takes the decisions for you? It is you decide it, because you know the budget, you know your own constraints and strong points, so you decide it. So similarly, in case of online shop, there is something called as a shop capacity, right? So that depends on how fast your hosting is, where your digital shop is running. So it is like a physical shop, it is running somewhere, right? So if it is running somewhere, then that shop capacity is, that depends on the hosting's speed, then the disk space and things like that. But again, same thing as physical shop, you can't let somebody else decide that for you. You need to understand, like what is the charge going to be, how many hits or customers, virtual customers, that you are expecting in that shop. So you need to be part of the decision. You can't let somebody else decide that for you, right? Again, these questions will not end. Like for example, like if you're an independent shop, do you have like a security guard sitting in front of your shop to make sure that there are no problems, security related problems? Do you have insurance? Then do you have a cleaning staff of your own, or do you hire some outsiders, right? So of course, like if you, for example, if you hire your own cleaning staff, then it seems like it is cheaper than the agency is charging you. But then like what happens if one of the cleaning staff, or many of them, they are not available someday, like due to Diwali season, or maybe they are sick, or whatever? Then how do you manage that? So seems like it is better to give it to the agency. But then again, there is no right or wrong answer, but you need to be aware of the decision that you make, and you need to take those decisions yourself instead of relying on someone else all the time, right? Same way, like in case of WooCommerce, if you decide that you want to go by WooCommerce way for digital online shop, then the IT partner has to be available for support like all the time. There is a lot of cleaning that is required, like we call it as batches in our IT terms. There is of course the major concern is security. What if somebody hacks your your website? So what that means is that your IT team must consist of people to support. In case your website goes down, somebody has to be there, right? Then you need something for cleaning, like there are too many users come one day and then something goes wrong, and you need to clean up some bad data and things like that, and you need someone, right? So your IT team has to have those kind of people in their team. And the I think the most complicated part is the security, because hackers are changing their ways almost every day, every minute, right? Now the other way is like Shopify. So what Shopify does is that they, on your behalf, they create your basic shop, without any products in it, right? So your IT team can help you to contact Shopify, and then set up a shop. So once they set up a shop, then after that, your admin staff can add the products and things like that, right? But the main thing is that Shopify will take care of maintenance. Like for example, if your web portal for some reason it goes down, then they are the one who are responsible for bringing it up and fixing the problem. On the top of that, they also handle the security. Then why do I prefer Shopify over WooCommerce? It again depends. Like if you are finding an IT team who does like all that Shopify does, because Shopify has got like millions of websites that they are supporting. I mean, the online portals they're supporting, right? So they already have the expertise. They have done they have learned from their previous mistakes and fixed the security issues. Most likely, I don't have any inside information about Shopify, but seeing the name, the brand, and the way like stable it is, it all proves that they already know what they're doing. So instead of going the WooCommerce way, setting everything yourself, your IT team focusing on fixing the security on all these issues, your IT team can give you peace of mind by only making sure that they coordinate with Shopify and let Shopify handle everything, right? But also you also need to understand that there is going to be a little more cost attached to this, because you're getting the peace of mind for that cost, right? But it is worth it, because otherwise what happens is that you are always dependent on your own IT. So tomorrow, if you're not going on well with that particular IT team, you can always directly talk to Shopify support and get your shop fixed, or you can hire another team and let them talk to Shopify, because talking to Shopify is simpler than having your own website and doing like all this hard work. So ultimately what will happen is that Shopify, initially you will think that it is costly and maybe I should go for WooCommerce because WooCommerce is relatively cheaper. Let me go to WooCommerce. But then as you see that your maintenance cost, security cost, like the overall cleanup cost, as it if you need a feature, then again you have to pay your IT team. You'll see that it is increasing like day by day, and ultimately you will end up paying more than what you are supposed to pay to Shopify. And also on the top of that, you are kind of get married to that one IT company. You will be dependent on them. You can't go away anywhere actually, and then that peace of mind, right? That I'm talking about, that will be gone. So first of all, the most important part, whatever decision you take, you might not agree with whatever I'm suggesting. That is fine, but as long as you take that decision yourself and not blame for IT company, not blame another IT company for taking that wrong decision for you. It's always better than you take the decision, you take the responsibility, because it's ultimately your business, your budget, your model, your vision. So please don't compromise on that. You you know don't just open that mind block, and forget that you don't understand IT. This is what it is to the online shop, and of course there is more, and that's why Fairshare IT services can help you. We are going to create more videos to create this awareness. If you like this video, then please do subscribe, write your comments, and then also hit the bell icon so that you can always get alert whenever we kind of open this IT related secrets one by one and simplify the whole IT for you. Thank you very much. Bye bye.